son, Sonic the Hedgehog. I took a chance using Chaos Control and managed to escape from Headman's trap. There's not much time left before the weapon fires again. I'll take my chances. Throw this emerald into the cannon before it fires.
So, Sonic's match against Shadow is, well, mostly the same as with Shadow the Hedgehog. Like before, you have to keep up with him, and homing attacking does work, but again with the problem of the fact that the camera does turn in front of Sonic, which does not help. Another thing that can happen here is that, well, Shadow can easily fake you out. Another thing he does use is the Chaos Spear, which works in a similar way to the Sonic Wind. The only difference is it's a lot more accurate than Sonic Wind. Or maybe I was just lucky with fighting Shadow earlier, because what happened with, well, dare I say, Shadow is that I did use the spin dash to actually build up a bit of momentum to escape it, so yeah. And when you get too far ahead, Shadow does use Chaos Control, and that can definitely be a problem. You can always hear it because he says, "This is the ultimate!" Apparently I took a pause break here. Oh boy. Okay then, we're back. So, let's actually, well, pretty much get rid of Shadow. And, yeah, I realise I'm getting too far behind him, and I do not want that to happen. So, yeah, the only other thing I can think of is, well, is to homing attack him, although be wary of the meteors. I haven't covered them yet. If you get too close to them, they will explode. Just like in Final Chase with Shadow, it is also the case here in the battle with Sonic and or Shadow. So yeah, again, I was lucky with, or maybe not so lucky. He was just standing there after he just used Chaos Spear. So yeah, Shadow's defeated, and now seemingly the colony is safe. I'm not so sure about that.
Sonic, I did it!
Awesome job, Tails!
Sonic!
Look outside!
So yeah, in the hero story, Sonic pretty much is able to destroy the Eclipse Cannon. However, we do see Eggman reaching out for the fake emerald that Tails was using. And that is actually what he uses to power up the cannon. It isn't immediately obvious, but it is... that does happen. You do see Eggman reaching out, and that's the emerald he uses to power it up. Now, knowing that it has the same properties as a regular Chaos Emerald. Anyway, the music you were hearing here is the main theme of, well, Sonic's main theme. It doesn't matter. Again, sung by Tony Harnell, just with a different tune. The lyrics are the same. So yeah, and with that said, we are not done with Sonic Adventure 2. Oh no, because once we complete both Hero and Dark stories, we unlock the last story in the game. So that is what we will be doing next. Yes, because this episode would only be about 5 minutes long, and I don't want it to be that short, to be honest. So yeah, so we are immediately going to go to the beginning of the last story, and we will learn a lot more about, dare I say, Dr. Eggman's grandfather, Professor Gerald Robotnik, and indeed, all about the supposed ultimate life form. So, let's indeed go to the final story.
What's going on? Why doesn't the cannon fire? What's happening here? It's my grandfather, Gerald Robotnik.
What's that vibration? Wait, someone is coming. You haven't given up yet?
It's all over for us.
What do you mean?
I just received a message from my boss. This space colony Ark is currently approaching the Earth at an incredible velocity. It probably will impact Earth.
What's that on the screen?
This is a death sentence for every human being on Earth. If my calculations are correct, the space colony Ark will impact the Earth in 27 minutes and 53 seconds. All of you will be destroyed, along with your beloved planet Earth. I plan to give you a taste of my revenge once all the 7 Chaos Emeralds are collected. Once I initiate this program, it cannot be disabled. All of you ungrateful humans who took everything away from me will feel my loss and despair.
Is there anything else you want to say?
No.
Ready!
What's going on here? Who is that?
I plan to give you a taste of my revenge.
The vibration's getting
once all
worse.
the-
Professor Gerald Robotnik, one of the greatest scientific minds in the world, and my grandfather.
What? I knew you were behind all this. Stop it right now, or else...
I'd have done this a long time ago if I had the chance.
What do you mean?
You're pretty persistent for a hedgehog, aren't you? You're still alive, huh?
Just letting Knuckles pilot the shuttle on the way over here was more dangerous than you could ever be.
What is this?
This is my grandfather's diary.
I don't quite know what happened or what went wrong. Was it a mistake to create the ultimate life form? I thought it would be something that would benefit mankind, but then the military guards landed on the colony that day. They were sent to destroy the research project that I had been working on. My colleagues at the research facility, my granddaughter, Maria, I hope you are all safe. The colony was completely shut down, probably to keep the prototype from falling into the wrong hands.
Into the wrong hands. The Ark was shut down under the premise that there had been an accident. I found Maria's name among those who died when the Ark was shut down. She meant everything to me, and I couldn't bear the thought that she died because of my research. I lost everything. I had nothing more to live for. I went insane. All I could think about was to avenge her. Somehow, some way. I got scared as I no longer was able to control my thoughts. All I could think about I wanted it all to be based on my original projections. I was able to complete my project, Shadow. I designed its mind to be perfect, pure. I will leave everything to him. If you wish, release and awaken it
If you
to the
wish to
world.
fill the world with destruction... Oh, so that's why you released Shadow from the base.
The core of the Eclipse cannon is now highly reactive and explosive. This is because the Chaos Emerald is overpowered. If the colony collides with Earth, it will shatter into pieces like my grandfather predicted. That mad scientist!
That should be you, right? We have to stop the space colony now!
The space colony arc position may have shifted due to the amount of energy given off by the emeralds. We have to stop the energy.
But how?
That's it. There is a way to stop the energy. We have to use your emerald. You're the one that told me that the Master Emerald has the power to stop the Chaos Emerald.
That's right. If I use this, I just might be able to stop the Chaos Emerald.
The reaction of the Chaos Emeralds is moving toward the cannon's core. It may be too late.
There still may be some time left. If we pull together, we might be able to get to the shortcut that leads to the core.
No worries. Just leave it to me. I'm the world's fastest hedgehog.
Then, let's get to work!
So, indeed, we will now take on the final stage, Cannon's Core, where we will have to get to the core of the colony. And this level is done with all the playable characters. So yeah, so we will start off with the two shooter characters, Tails and Eggman. So yeah, well, not all the playable characters. Shadow is not playable, and we will see why in the next episode. But the main thing with the shooter characters is that you can actually stop time for a few seconds by hitting one of these targets. And in order to do that, all you need to do is hold down the B button and get it that way. So yeah, and it does help with the artificial chaos, because if you remember when I was doing, dare I say, the Eternal Engine level, they really gave me a lot of trouble, did the artificial chaos with Tails. It is also necessary because we will need them to actually pretty much stop the lasers here, because there are lasers blocking your way, and unlike in Persona 5, we cannot simply slide under them. So yeah, so instead let's and this section is quite annoying as well, because you have to aim and actually do it while moving, and it's not easy because Tails can easily die. So yeah, and there aren't, if any, checkpoints in this level. So yeah, I will be splitting this level in two because of that, because of course I still have to go through the sections with Knuckles, Rouge, and Sonic after I played the level with Eggman. So yeah, oh no, Rouge, Knuckles, and Sonic in that order. So yeah, and that is going to take a while. So with that said, I will just cover Tails and Eggman's sections in this video. As I say, I did want it to be longer than 5 minutes, so that's why I pretty much put the last story towards onto the end of this video. So yeah, but yeah, apparently Professor Gerald Robotnik pretty much well, I guess suffered quite a bit of grief at the loss of his granddaughter Maria. Of course, we did see Maria with Shadow the Hedgehog in the cutscenes, so she also means quite a bit to Shadow as well. So yeah, and apparently is seemingly the reason why Shadow wants revenge on humanity, because they killed seemingly, or maybe Gundid. That is actually greater explored in, believe it or not, in Sonic X. Yeah, for all the trouble I would probably give Sonic X, it is somewhat explained. Maybe not so in the 4Kids dub, but certainly in the Japanese version, as I say. It's a shame it isn't. We don't have Hulu over here in the UK. But you could actually watch it. Anyway, over here, this area, what you have to do is actually make your way upwards towards this gate here by stopping time. And you have to get the platforms into just the right place in order to do that. And it's not easy. So timing is everything. The shield robots with Eggman can be a bit of a pain as well, because likewise with the artificial chaos, you do have to hold down the B button until the time is right, and that cannot be great. At least, unlike with the artificial chaos, at least they can't stretch their arms. Yeah, seriously. Or at least it looks like it, seriously. They're pulling a friggin' Monkey D. Luffy here. Speaking of, here are the aforementioned artificial chaos, and yes, they can knock you out of attacking there, which is very annoying. Seriously. And I think this is my best run with Dr. Eggman as well. And, yeah. I mean, Cannon's Court is a good level, don't get me wrong. It's probably one of my favourite levels in... certainly one of my favourite 3D levels in a Sonic game. But, yeah... in Eggman's section, when you have to stop time to get to the gate, it isn't easy because you're dealing with these moving blocks, and thankfully I just hit a star post, so that's good. And there are two things here, so at least that's something. So what I want to do is jump on each of the blocks, and I've apparently used conveniently the I'm not sure if I should call it the bouncing glitch or not, but that's what I'll call it. And then, apparently I fell to me death. So, yeah. So I'm just going to have to stay on this block moving upwards. So, I don't have to jump off too, well, early. In this area, well, we have moving blocks back and forth. Again, stopping time does help, along with stopping the bomb robots and everything. So, yeah. Seemingly the door's still open, defying any sense of logic or physics. Were time to stop, but then again, when does that stop me from playing a Sonic game? Anyway, that being said, in this area we have to avoid the lasers. Again, I like to just press the A button to make Eggman pretty much hover in midair before finding out the position of each of the lasers. And there are also some artificial chaos there as well, so you want to be careful with those things. It's a bad thing that my time ran out there. So yeah, I'm gonna have to really hurry to get all them dare I say, not the chaos drives, I've got plenty of those. And you can see how much it stressed me out because I did do another pause break here. Oh boy, don't worry, it does start up again. Or I do unpause it, should I say. So yeah, so now I'm going to have to get over here with only a small amount of health. So once again, this time we are dealing with the strange goop. I don't know how a hurtling space colony is able to produce that gunk when it's pretty much burning up in the atmosphere, but then again, I'm questioning a game where a hedgehog can breathe in space. Seriously. So, with that said, let's go down here and get Eggman to the bottom. There we go. Now, stupid artificial chaos. The only thing that annoys me more is that you're even more annoying in Shadow the Hedgehog. Seriously. The video game, that is, not the character. Yes. So, once again, more jumping. And in this area, well, here's the gate itself. So, and we don't have the luxury this time of seeing where the blocks are coming from, so we're just going to have to be careful here. The other thing of note is that unlike with Tails, we will have to wait until one of these platforms gets close. And that's not going to be easy because of where Eggman is located. Again, the boost jump glitch can help you in the GameCube version at least, which is what I'm playing, but yeah, not great when I'm doing that, seriously. And going back to the plot, I mean, this is easily one of the darkest Sonic games. That is one of the reasons why I like it so much, because certainly we won't get a plot like this in, well, with a possible exception in Sonic Lost World, I guess, and maybe Sonic Forces. I don't think we will, seriously. We certainly don't get it in colours. I guess we kind of do in Generations, but it isn't as threatening to the whole world. It's only Sonic and his friends that are affected, really, in that game, rather than the whole world. So, yeah, which is somewhat refreshing given the status of the thing. But, yeah, I'm going to leave those deaths in, because, to be honest, I'm almost done with this episode. So, yeah. And then I'll show off Shadows, Rouges, and... But yeah, I mean, it pertains like possibly to any character, and it's just a shame that Professor Gerald's story is completely... Well, I can't say that his character remains the same as Shadow the Hedgehog, given that they retcon so much and everything in that game. Seriously, just to accommodate a certain invading alien force that I will not mention just yet. So, now, let's go over here, and, well, I guess wait for the other thing to come out. And yes, I can't maneuver well, I don't think, with Eggman. So let's see, can I not fall into the gunk? No, I cannot, apparently. Which is annoying as fuck. I can't move the camera either, which is very annoying. So, I timed it badly there. I could have indeed gone to the middle there and done that, but it was not to be. It was not to be. So, let's wait till you get past and wait till the next one comes. Be wary of the block that's coming out from the left. Again, we can see them coming at least. And then when we go up here, it's just a matter of mashing the Vulcan cannon, and we're done. So, we will do Rouge's stage on the next episode.